What's happening? What's happening, Vito? Yeah, I like it. Why are we moving ahead like some bobbleheads?
I don't know, man. I guess it's the bobblehead kind of night.
Yeah, all right, I dig it. I dig it.
Kern, I thought we were 2 weeks away from the draft. We are 1 week away from the draft because next week is the draft, my friend.
Ooh,
so
it's a lot closer than me.
It is. We have this week, next week. So, Kern, let's get right into this shit.
Sugar.
Dan, welcome back to another week of SFLers. I am your host, Zach, and this is...
What's happening? It's your boy Kern.
It's your boy Kern, with the robo finger still.
Robo finger. I'm out here like Mega Man, B.
Exactly.
Shit. Oh, before we get started, sorry about the audio for last week's episode. We don't know what's going on. Some technical issues. It sounds fine on our end, or at least when we record.
Yeah.
Then out of nowhere, well, you guys hear the end product.
Yeah, that was awful because we recorded twice last week. So
yeah, we did.
So I don't know what the hell. Hopefully it comes out better this week, but like Kern said, sorry, not much we could have done, and we didn't feel like recording again. So we just put the finished product out.
Hey, it is what it is. So, and shout out to y'all for tuning in still. Appreciate you so much. Real talk.
Yes, we're going to get everything fixed. But for right now, we are heading back into the draft. And like I said, we are 1 week away. You know, we went over the West teams last week, the East teams week before that. We're heading on home. We're heading to the South, baby.
Hey. You know. To the South, baby. Come on back to the sunshine.
Hey, we'll have some Southern hospitality for you, baby.
Yeah. Get you some fried gator bits on the way out.
Yeah, buddy. Get some of that gator jerky.
Yeah.
Get you a good old country style dinner. Whoop, because you might not...
I'm getting hungry.
Getting hungry too, and we might get a lot more hungry going over these teams. So, there's a lot to talk about.
Oh, man. I'm excited, brother. I'm excited.
Last week it was kind of like the up-and-coming West teams. The South teams, the Bucks, Texans, have been the only teams that have really not done anything lately. I don't know. It's Titans were good at one point. Jags are on and off. Colts, let's not talk about them. Panthers, we know where they've been. Saints have dropped off. Falcons, don't even know who their quarterback is, it seems like. So there's a lot to talk about, and these are interesting divisions, to say the least. I don't know if they're up and coming or if they're just down and
I think they're just down, man, because there's nothing really up and coming on the teams. Think about it. Anthony Richardson, they're hyping him up. Hype him up. Nothing.
I guess you can say he's bound to be up and coming. I don't know.
But how long? Okay, but how long is that? He's going into his sophomore year.
No, I think he's going into his third year.
Is it his third year?
It might be his third. I don't know.
Brother.
Yeah, because he got injured and he came back last year. So
technically, you're right.
This is technically sophomore.
You're right.
Second. But I don't know, man. It's just don't know. Panthers haven't been anything since Cam Newton and Christian McCaffrey, Luke Kuechly, and all them. Saints, I would say these two, like the South teams, are very young talent. Okay. Like the Bucks, I mean, they're kind of the older team. But like the Falcons are kind of in their rebuilding process. Panthers have been in a rebuilding process. Saints are in a rebuilding. Texans are starting a rebuilding, and they're
slowly figuring it out.
They're slowly figuring out. Colts rebuilding. Jags are in a rebuilding every so years, and the Titans have yet to figure anything out. So they've been in a rebuilding since Steve McNair was there. So,
Jesus. Yeah.
But,
well then.
So there is a lot to talk about with these teams.
I'm excited. This is going to be something else, to say the least. This is going to be something else when it comes to these teams, man.
It's kind of just, let's go with the NFC first. This NFC South teams.
Yeah.
I'll start it off with the Bucks. Last time they won it, they had this man on their team. Ooh, baby.
Ain't done shit since, but all right.
They haven't. Baker has been good. It's so we will see. They did get Godwin back.
Hey.
He signed back with them. He turned down a lot of money to come back with them after he got injured last year. They did bring back Devontae David at linebacker, kind of the leader of that defense. But they are getting kind of older. Mike Evans is getting up there in age. He's 30 now. Still good. Chris Godwin, I mean, they're the older, I guess you can say, team in that division at least, and even the NFC or the AFC South. So,
True.
but they need a lot of defense. Is that once when they won the Super Bowl, they had all those studs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of getting older. They lost a lot of people. They still have Winfield. They still have Vita Vea, David, and all that. And then they need the offensive line to continue protecting Baker Mayfield and that running game. But I think they're going to go load up on defense.
I said load up on offensive line, but you're like,
yeah, they need offensive line and protect them, but they need defense a little bit more. So I think they're going to get an offensive lineman, just not in the first round.
I dig it.
I think they're going to go after Jaheed Campbell from Bama, linebacker. Versatility is his major weapon, which is good with that Bucs defense and Todd Bowles defense. Is versatility, hard pounding, solid impact for Bama. The other one that might, and here we go with my names again, Donovan Aziruku, Boston College edge rusher. He's a valid production, which he has a lot of production that over in Boston College. Okay. And the GM Litch likes, that's what he likes. He had 16.5 sacks last season for Boston College, so he brings it. And I think you kind of need that off the edge.
Hell yeah.
And if they don't want to go defensive line or linebacker or whatever, you can always go safety, which won't help either. I mean, won't hurt either. I'm struggling with this. I am struggling tonight. Malik Starks, Georgia safety. Plug and play kind of versatility, which is good for the Bucs because they need a lot of where you can plug and play where people are injured like they've been the past few years. I can also play high safety or nickelback, kind of help out Winfield and the linebacking crew, and he had a solid season with the Georgia Bulldogs. So I think as much as they need an offensive line, they're going to go, I believe it's going to be Jaheed Campbell from Bama. They're going to go defense, build up on that defense. Defense wins championships. Offense will take care of their things.
Good shit. I'm excited to see what they do this year.
Yeah, man. And it's kind of, I guess we can say it's kind of our hometown team here in Orlando.
That is true.
Because, I mean, we have Jacksonville and Miami that are kind of far away, so it's kind of the Bucs right there. Yep. So, and they have the 19th pick. They have the 19th pick, which it's kind of in the middle a little bit, not too much. It's like, I don't know. It's a weird. I feel like the 19th pick is always a weird kind of. It's just, you just don't know what's there.
It's like, exactly. You're right in the middle. Most of the good players are gone, so it's kind of like not settling.
Yeah.
But it's like, what the hell?
It's like, who slips down? Like, who slips down to me? Because you have linebacker and safety and edge on your mind, but if there's an offensive lineman for some odd reason that slips down to you and it's in your lap, it's like, shit, do I do that or do I go defense? So, number 19th pick is always right there. But
I'm excited to see it for the draft.
Yes.
Definitely tuning in.
15th pick, you have the Falcons.
Falcons, the Dirty Birds. What's up, baby? Oh, shit. Falcons. Y'all need defense. Say it with me. Defense. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So, strong side, baby. Strong side. I feel good. I feel like, baby, I'm ready to run through a wall. Falcons. The hell was y'all doing last season, huh? Y'all was ranked, let me see, 23rd in yards allowed, 3rd in points allowed, and 31st in sacks, and 26th in first downs allowed.
First in sacks?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And 31st in third down defense. Numbers don't lie. Y'all need defense, baby. All right, so go ahead and go out there and get you Mike Green. Mike Green's a solid defensive lineman. Y'all need an edge of defensive line. I say go Mike Green. Can't go wrong with Mike Green. Let me tell you a little something about Mike Green, all right? Mike Green was the 2024 Sun Belt Player of the Year. Led with 17 sacks, which tied for the record at Marshall. Exactly.
Marshall.
Yeah. He has a great bend when it comes to bending the quarter for sacks. Great hands, very explosive. developed a swim move. He's a sponge.
Yeah.
He's a sponge. He's willing to soak up whatever you teach him. He developed his pass rushing moves in college because, like I said, he's a sponge. He was soaking that bitch up. Great production in his final season. So that means the sky is the potential for him. They just keep going and going and going, bro. He has no potential. So if his has such a great final season, imagine what he could do in the NFL for you.
Damn, if I didn't know this, sounds like you're the GM for the Falcons and you're like his political manager. That's what he could do for you.
And what can Mike Green do for you? Help me help you get Mike Green to do what we could do for you. All right? Weakness,
I love it.
Great first step, but he tends to overset. Meaning, when he overset, he's leading himself to exposure to being pancake for people who don't understand.
Okay.
Great, but like I said, great production final season. If that's the only problem,
easy fix. Yeah.
So like I said before, what can Mike Green do for you? If you don't feel like Mike Green, Derek Harmon, baby. Another D lineman, Derek Harmon. Second team All Big Ten. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Led the nation in total pressures for interior defensive linemen with 55. 55 pressures on the quarterback, right? Active hands and flexible for interior D lineman. Block shedding is amazing. He's a run-stopping animal. Actually, he could do both, honestly. He's a pass-rushing, run-stopper. He's balanced. Get you whatever you want. Like I said, what's my dog name? Mike Green. If he's not there, Derek Ham's a great pickup. Weakness, he's not a freak athlete. Speed's kind of iffy. He did run a 4.95, but he's not a freak athlete. He has the speed, but the agility's not there. I'll say that. Pad level tends to get a little high. But like I said, that can be worked on. That can get you a gem. All right?
Yeah.
So if Mike Green ain't for you, get you Derek Harmon. And that's all I got for you, baby. So what we learned today, class, before we end? Defense. That's what I'm talking about. You taking notes.
Hey, I was about to say, we might have to go defense through this whole goddamn division.
Hey, I'm already ahead of you, big dog.
Defense is what these things are. The South is missing.
Hey, I'm already knowing. I got so many. I got defense, bro. Crazy.
Defense. You don't think the Falcons are going to go, if there's like a legit receiver there, you don't think they're going to get him first round?
Brother.
Defense, got
31st. That's all I got to say. 31st.
Defense, got it.
You could have took a nap, woke up, then threw the ball down the field.
Damn. Come on now. I need an offensive line, too.
I mean, that is true. That's facts.
But defense wins championships.
Numbers don't lie. 31 is an insane number when it comes to sacks and third down stoppage.
Yo, we got him first and second, baby. It comes up third down, 3rd and 50. Those two get it.
Oh, my God. Shit trash. But I'm going to send the mic back to you, though.
I got it. The Panthers, not much as in like major gains or losses for them in the offseason. They picked up, decent people. They did lose Miles Sanders, which
wasn't really that major of a loss.
No, they do need defense.
Hey, join the club, baby.
Panthers need edge, safety, cornerback, T-line, defense. Got it. And they do need a wide receiver. They said wide receiver, so as I was reading up on it, I do think they're going to take Jalen Walker, the edge from Georgia. He's like tailor-made to serve as a hybrid stand-up edge rusher who fits the defensive coordinator's 3-4 scheme perfectly. So he's like a perfect match. Played at Georgia. We know what Georgia players are all about. Solid season at Georgia. Like I said, kind of edge rush hybrid. So could go that route, which I think they're going to. And then there's McMillan, wide receiver from Arizona, which the Panthers...
Oh, why you sound so iffy about it?
Because you need defense. You can get wide receivers, but there is reports that they are kind of leaning towards a receiver. McMillan's out there. He is above the rim playmaker. He is getting compared to Dez Bryant. Ooh. So the comparison's there, and that's why his name has kind of get thrown in there. It's solid season at Arizona, but it's praises compared to Dez Bryant. It's like, can you afford to pass on him?
No, with a comparison like that, not at all, man. You've seen what Dez Bryant brought to the table.
Yeah, so it's there. And then if for some reason the Jaguars or anybody pass up on Mason Graham, defensive line from Michigan, and he falls into the Panthers' lap, he is an all-out fucking stud in the trenches.
And the reason I didn't go with Mason Graham for the Falcons because I know he's not going to fall to the 16th pick.
Yes. Yeah, no way in hell.
You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm not even going to mention him at all.
I don't even think he's going to. I'm mentioning him in the 8th pick is because it's top 10, but this guy's top 5 talent. So if he somehow, some way ends up in the lap of the Panthers, I think they'll take him. But if I'm going to make a bet, they're going to pick Jalen Walker, the edge from Georgia, who can play as like a hybrid stand-up edge rusher. Fits that defense perfect. So, and then, Panthers, they actually played well towards the end of the season. They competed. They played hard. Bryce Young looked somewhat better. I mean, it didn't look like the first year Bryce Young. They gave him protection. They had a running game. It was just that defense. They scored 40. The other team scored 50 points. So it's like, okay, see, there was a lot of points scored in these divisions, especially the NFC South. It was
defense. Nobody has a defense.
Defense. Saints and Bucks, and they used to be known, and Panthers have been known for defense for years. Now it's
seriously.
There's no defense anymore.
Bro, people used to be terrified to play the Saints. They had bounties on players.
They did, and then you had Luke Kuechly and everybody, and Davis and everything from the Panthers, and it was just bro. And then the Bucks had what was it, 5 years ago? Had a solid defense with Tom Brady when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Devin White, Vita Veda. How the fuck you say his name?
Yeah, they had Devin White. They had a fucking stud.
They had a great defense. I'm not going to lie.
They did.
Great team. Shout out to them.
Yeah, but that's the 8th pick. So,
with the 9th pick.
There we go. There's a theme going on here, guys.
Hey, what's the message for today's team? Defense, baby. Defense. Saints. Y'all's all right. Total offense wasn't too bad. But I'm saying skip going cornerback because you can always pick up a cornerback. Matter of fact, Jalen Ramsey just got dropped. You could pick him up right now if y'all wanted to. And go offensive line, baby. Get you an offensive line.
Okay.
Get you Graze the Bell. I know, hot take. I know, but we do that around here. All right?
Nope. Okay.
First team FSC All-American. 2-time FSC National Champion. 2021 and 2024. Bowl overall practice player of the week by NFL exclusives.
Practice player of the week?
Yes. At the Senior Bowl. At the Senior. Hey, I'm just saying. Give my dog his credit, all right? Give my dog his credit. Saints, you ranked 21st in offensive yards per game, averaging 320. Ranked 24th in points per game, averaging 19. Well, let's say, damn, what the fuck is going on? You were so pixelated. That was scary. You ranked 20, averaging 20 points per game. You need an offensive line. You need someone that's not going to get pressure on, that's going to block for the quarterback, all right? You need someone that's going to step up and do what you got to do. Right now, you don't even have a quarterback. You got Spencer Rattler back there not doing a goddamn thing. You got to protect the stupid ass anyway, all right? With that being said, get you an offensive lineman, get you a guard. Moves around really well laterally. Mayor's pass pro very well. Smart team play. First player who will remember the locker room leader. You know what I mean? He's a locker room leader. He knows what he's doing. Athletic and powerful in the run game. Cons. Will struggle with power outside. So his run game, his run blocking ain't the best.
Okay.
Forward, he's good. Lateral, he's a little shaky. Speed rush,
okay.
You can get past him too. Like I said, he's a boulder. But if you don't want to go offensive line, go Arizona wide receiver.
McMillan?
You said it earlier, McMillan.
Yep, that wouldn't be bad. And then the Saints, they just said, you said Spencer Rattler is probably going to be the starters because Carr is, I think, going to have surgery or something. Isn't Carr over there?
At the Saints? No. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Is it Carr?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Saints.
I think.
Yes, anyway.
Let's see.
But go with the wide receiver from Arizona.
Stand by.
Zach said everything you had to say about him.
Neither do I.
That's all I got for you today.
Yeah, Saints.
Oh, shit.
Saints. So, could look for a quarterback right there, too. So
they're not going to go for a quarterback. They're going to keep Spencer Rattler, I'm telling you.
All right. Well, that is... Okay. Yeah, if you want to believe in him, I guess you can. But we're going to start with the Texans with number 25 pick. They did lose Diggs. They signed Ken Robinson on the offensive line. Tank Dell had that nasty injury last year. They still don't know when he's going to be back or if he'll be back next year.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So could go wide receiver here and kind of have a hot. It's not really a hot take, but I'll tell you why. If I do think they're going to go offensive line, protect Joe Mixon, protect C.J. Stroud because they struggled with that last year. Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State The only thing that's going to keep him in that to fall that low or even further is he is coming off a tendon injury. Is he healthy? He is very good when he's there, but that injury is kind of lingering. If you don't want to go there because you're worried about the injury, you go Tyler Booker from Bama. Yeah, I think did you just talk about him, Tyler Booker?
Tyler Booker. Maybe last episode?
Maybe. I know we've talked about him before. Inside offensive lineman from Bama. You know, he has a ring blend of size, strength, and Jeez, I can't even fucking speak right now.
Bro, I feel your pain.
So, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Is this whole episode with it freezing has got me off guard. So, but he is a naturally profound guard who was phenomenal at Bama. So he kind of brings that protection that you need to protect, Stroud. But they could go wide receiver, and we go back here if Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State drops down to number 25, is he played with C.J. Stroud at Ohio State. He posted 1,151 yards and 10 TDs with Stroud throwing to him.
Shit.
So he's drives from the slot or outside. So if you can get that connection with C.J. Stroud and Egbuka, you can go there. Or you go, I would say Josh Simmons, but that injury is lingering. Tyler Booker's there from Bama. But they might go to Egbuka and get that chemistry that C.J. Stroud already has, and he posted up good numbers in college with them.
Okay, I like it.
You kind of need one. You have Collins. Other than that, you have nobody. Because Diggs is gone, which I really don't think that's big of a deal.
Dell's knee's done.
You can't rely on him to come back next season at all, or how long it's going to take. So we did get an offensive lineman in the offseason, Cam Robinson, which is good. So Emeka Egbuka is there. I don't think you can pass on him, just for the simple fact that chemistry with C.J. Stroud and him, which
hell yeah,
we've talked about it before. The chemistry is all you need.
That is fact. Look at Eagles. Look at the Eagles. We got nothing but Georgia defensive players, and we got a whole Super Bowl behind it.
Well, Kern, I need you to get me a Cooper DeJean shirt or jersey.
Oh, I got you. You want an exciting whites?
What do you think I am?
All right, I had to ask. I got you.
That might be the only reason, Cooper DeJean, I become an Eagles fan.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
That man might be my next Brady.
Shit. Damn.
I fucking love that dude.
I'm surprised it wasn't Blankenship.
Nah, man. Blankenship's good, but, dude, Cooper DeJean.
You're right. You're a rare breed. You're right.
Come on, that man plays with heart, baby.
That's a fact. He a dog. He a motherfucking dog.
He is a dog.
So who do I got now? Oh, the Colts.
Sorry. You have the wonderful Colts.
Oh, fuck. How's that one dude sing their song? Oh, God.
Colts is our team. We bleed blue and white. Something like that. I forget what it's.
Colts is our team. This is our time. We bleed blue.
Yeah. For the shoe Colts.
This is your time, baby. You were on the clock.
Time out. Before you get any further, I need the Colts to bring him up for the first round pick. I need you guys to bring him up.
Man.
Take your first round pick.
Please, let him do a song, too. Let my dog get his 15 minutes. So, Colts. Ready to start. Okay. So you got Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones as your quarterback, all right? Cool. We're not even going to bring that up. Y'all was actually kind of doing your thing last year. It was type decent. You didn't have the best year, but you didn't have the worst year either. You're ranked third.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson did not have the best year. Believe me, I would know.
I wasn't talking about Anthony Richardson as a.
I don't care.
I'm talking about the whole Colts as a team.
Yeah, believe me, I know. I don't fucking care. Anthony Richardson was garbage. Piece of shit.
Well, I mean, look at the bright side.
There was no bright side.
You're right.
Jonathan Taylor was a bright side towards the end.
What?
Jonathan Taylor was a bright side towards the end, but I didn't have him.
Wait, did you have him?
No, I had his fucking quarterback.
You did have Anthony Richardson. That I did know.
Shit, everybody knew. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry. It's a touchy subject for me.
Blue, remember that? We bleed blue. You got this.
They made me bleed freaking red.
Was that the reason you were drinking last season?
Yes, I went through freaking 6 different quarterbacks.
I forgot you went through that shit. Oh, man.
Let's get back to it.
But Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones is your quarterback, whatever it is what it is. You guys need an offensive lineman. Your 2 tackles have 1 more year until they're both going on free agency. But you need a starting right guard as of right now. And with that being said, get you Jared Wilson, Georgia, right guard. 0 sacks allowed in 2024 with 475 pass blocking snaps. 0 sacks allowed. Second team all SEC. Hell of a stat. Above average athlete who can reach defensive tackles relatively easy and consistent and can create space on the run. His combo blocking is chef kiss. I watched his highlight, and brother, these is what these kids need to be watching, all right? They need to he has a master class in combo blocking. Kids in high school need to watch his highlight tape. I'm telling you, brother. It's shit is beautiful. Shit is beautiful. Strong anchor and protection. Great pass blocking. Power is good in his feet. Great stance. Stunts and twists well whenever he's pulling.
Okay.
Weakness. He does struggle when it's one-on-one against a twitchy interior lineman. So if they got fast hands and quick hands, he's like a dead fish out there. He don't know what he's doing. But he's struggling. Tends to turn his shoulder a little bit too much when it comes to pass blocking. But those are little things that can be worked on when it comes to when you get in the offensive, when you get in the league. Coaches are going to see that. Like, all right, bet, whatever. 40-yard dash, 4.84. Imagine a 4.84 at 6'3", 310 pounds coming at you on a trap. Exactly. Enough said. Draft him.
You broke it in my nose.
If you don't get him, go tight end. Harold Fannin Jr. Bowling Green.
Okay.
Strengths. Yeah, something a little different. Strength. Elite yard after catch talent. Quality route running at a tight end. You need something like that. You haven't had a good tight end since, what's his name?
Dallas Clark.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Took the words right out of my mouth. Get you a tight end, baby. Get you a tight end. 34-inch vert. He's a deep threat. Yard after catch. He's fast. He knows what he's doing. Get you receiving tight end.
Damn, that is a hot take right there, dude.
I'm telling you. Cons, though, he is strictly a receiving tight end. He is kind of undersized for a tight end. I will admit that. Not much of a blocker. But who gives a fuck? You can launch that bitch, right, Anthony? Tell him run. Verts all day.
He can launch whatever the fuck he wants. Doesn't mean he can. You know what? I'm not getting into it.
Leave my dog alone, man. But that's all I got for you. Get you a tight end. Mr. Bowling Green's the one.
Listen, these last 2 teams are rough.
Brother, I got the first pick. What you talking about?
I got the 5th. I had the 8th. Anyways, the Jaguars. They do have a new head coach, which I don't know. I think it was I don't know. Stupid. I think it was coach from the offensive coordinator from the Bucs last year, I believe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. I'm not sold.
It was Leftwich, right?
No, not Leftwich. It was the guy that first time. Not convinced on him whatsoever.
Not at all. Hey, you know what? Nah. Give him a shot. He might have like a Nick Sirianni start. Because Nick Sirianni had a terrible opening coach press conference. Bro was nervous as shit.
No.
Give him a shot, man. I'm gonna stall him out. I'm gonna hear him, like.
I'm not gonna say anything, but when you go from, a team that's kind of established, to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and you come out saying Duval, like he has some rhythm and blues, bitch. What are you doing, Duval? Like. Duval, what are you on Disney Channel?
He's trying not to get in trouble. He don't want to scream too loud.
They need a lot. They did get their GM, so new GM, new head coach. Hopefully, that establishes a new beginning in Jacksonville. It's hard to say what they don't need. Like they need a lot. So it's like me they want to build through the trenches. So, they want offense, defensive linemen. They want that Duval kind of. So
you don't want no Duval lineman
with this coach. But I think this is where Mason Graham's going to go. Who is going to be, boom, Jacksonville. They usually pick up pretty solid defensive guys. It's the offense that has been lacking for them for a while. But... the linebackers coach who changed edge rushing was at Michigan last season, coached Mason Graham, or was on the coaching staff, so he has that connection. I just think Mason Graham is very in the trenches, man. He is tough, keeps going. Something that I think Jacksonville needs is that little, that game wrecker.
I dig it.
I do think they're going to go him. If for some reason he is not there, I don't know, or if they say, hey, let's not go him, which is a great possibility with Jacksonville. They go offensive tackle from Missouri, Armand Membu. He is, offensive line right tackle. He ran a 4.91 40 at 332 pounds.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, 4.91.
Shit, okay.
So he is a faster, and on the next gen stat athleticism, he scored a 94, which is the highest mark among this year's offensive tackle prospects.
Damn.
So, I mean, you could go offensive line and get someone like that, which, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad pick.
Not at all.
Then Mason Graham, I think Mason Graham or them two or Membu is where I think they're going to go, but I think Mason Graham is going to be pretty spot on right there. I don't think they pass on it. And if they do, for whatever reason, I think they're going to go Armand Membu, who is an absolute freak, who can run a sub-5 40 at 332 pounds.
You can't beat that. That's an animal.
No. And he played in Missouri, so he has that SEC talent, played SEC talent as well. So, I mean, the guy's a freaking nature. But other than that, Jags, I don't think any pick, unless you go out in left field and just pick, some dumbass. Unless you go after Genty, which I don't know why he would.
I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think it's going to happen. Or they try to trade up and get Hunter.
That I see happen.
Good. I don't see it happening, though. But, I mean, that's the only other thing I can think of. But I think they're going to go Graham. And then if not, I mean, Armand Membu or Graham, they're both solid picks. It's just what side of the ball do you want to work on? So, if it was me, I would go offensive tackle because Jacksonville usually has a pretty solid defense. And they like to do defense. You need an offense. So that's where I'm going with that. But Kern,
hopefully they do their thing in Duval. Hope they, you know what I mean? Hope they ball out. The number one overall pick, the Tennessee Titans are going to go with Jalen Milroe. I know. Hot take. I know. Very hot take. But SEC quarterback. He led with 20 rushing touchdowns, tied fourth most in the program. All right. The Titans ranked 26th overall in total yards.
Who did you say?
Jalen Milroe. What is it? What's wrong with that? That's fuck with me. Zach.
Continue. No, I want to.
So you don't see bro? He's an athlete.
No. Hey, shoot your shot. Let me hear it. Hey, that's a hot take, but it might come true.
Listen.
Continue.
You guys are already on the bottom list for offense. You need someone explosive. You need someone that's going to bring some sort of energy, some sort of hype to the team. Travis Hunter, dope. Go for him, but he's not a quarterback. Shedeur, he doesn't run. You need someone that's going to bring. You tried that with Marcus Mariota, but he wasn't doing it. Jalen Milroe is an SEC quarterback. He's performed. He's up there. He's ready to go. Throw him in. What's the worst that can happen?
You got another Will Levis? What?
I'm feeling Jared. I'm not gonna lie. Not Jared. Jalen. I'm feeling Jalen. But if you don't want to go quarterback, you could always go Abdul Carter. Obvious choice.
Edge.
Bro, they need an edge. They need defense. They have nothing going for them on either side of the ball. What? I am. And I'm a Miami fan, which is crazy.
Damn.
I know.
Okay, hot take over here.
Hot take. I'm telling you. Go Abdul. I'm going Abdul.
I got something for you.
Talk to me.
That's who you would go with. Who do you think they're going to draft?
What I think they're actually going to draft? I want to go with Jalen. I'm staying 10 toes. But realistically, they're not going to listen to me. They're going to go with Cam Ward.
Thank you. If they go Jalen Milroe, I will shut this whole place down, and I will get you a job for the Tennessee Titans. I will get you a damn job, whatever it freaking takes.
Just keep sending them this clip over and over.
Hey, this is who, I don't know what he found out who his intake was, but goddamn.
Oh, man, that should be funny as fuck. But I'm just saying.
And another thing, if it is Milroe, I'm putting a little check mark by on freaking Instagram, that little blue thing, and saying official scout of the Titans. We are official over here.
Oh, shit. Yo, if this has come true, I'm gonna clip it, stamp it, and send it to ESPN. I'm gonna put it on TikTok. I'm gonna put it on Twitter. I'm gonna put it everywhere possible.
Yes, I will help you. I will go to Tennessee myself in Nashville and say, hey, who the hell do you know this dude? No, this is what he's telling you.
Oh, shit, this is the guy you need in your front office.
You guys were the same people. You guys Milrow. Everybody thought Ward. Here we go, Milrow.
Oh shit! I'm just saying, hot takes. You wanted a hot take? I'm gonna give you a hot take.
That was a hot take. Anybody but Cam Ward. Honestly, I got something to say on that. I don't think Cam Ward's gonna be shit. He played at Miami. The ACC was straight fucking garbage. There is no talent in the goddamn ACC, and he fucking wasn't all that good. As long as Milrow was available, listen, I don't think he's going to do anything. I don't think Sanders is going to be good. I don't think any quarterback is all, my God.
Not even Jackson Dart?
No, dude, no. No.
No? I think so?
No, God. Quarterback that everybody's waiting is Arch Manning.
That is a fact, yo.
And he might be coming out next year.
I don't think he's going to be shit. I ain't going to lie. I don't know why.
I think he's going to be shit because he's the Manning name.
True.
I don't know. We'll see. That was actually a hot take to end this thing on. I do think they're going to take Ward, but that was a very, very hot take. And, honestly, it could happen.
Hot and fresh out the oven, baby.
It could, because you said, who was the other pick?
Abdul Carter.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be picked, 3? So, I don't know. It should be interesting. But I have another hot take before we get going. And
what's that?
The Patriots trading up to get Hunter.
Oh.
Think about it. Vrabel's their coach now. You have McDaniels as the offensive coordinator. They need a wide receiver. They need a cornerback. Vrabel would put that guy both ways, too. And Hunter just said if he ain't playing both ways, he's retiring. He won't play football.
Fucking idiot.
That's what he said. He goes, I've done it my whole life. But I think, don't be surprised. It's the Patriots. Make a little splash.
No, I won't be surprised if it happens, but I'm just shaking my head at Travis Hunter.
Yeah, that just came out today, so I don't know.
You just want to end his career early, huh? You just want to get injured.
It is, I can't wait till we get done next week. And next week our episode's going to come out sooner, before the draft, so it has to be before Thursday.
Yeah.
So after all this, listen, we got the Hurts debate, we got Travis Hunter, we got NFL rule changes. We got a lot that we can talk about. So I'm excited once we get all this draft stuff and then we can analyze the draft. But for right now, we're 1 week closer to the NFL draft. It's right around the corner.
Yeah, buddy.
It was a fun show. Hot takes from Kern he came out something about he knows something we don't. So if it happens, sign this man up.
Hey, I'm just saying, if it happens, ESPN, I'm right here, baby.
Yeah, it is right there. So, but that was the South teams. We only have 8 teams left. Next week, we're going north. We're going to the northern, and it's going to be fun. Because Lions, Tigers, Bears, oh my. Got cheeseheads. We got pretty solid divisions. But we're going to head north. Next week is draft week, baby. So can't wait.
I'm excited.
And it's 1 week closer to fantasy football.
Yeah, buddy.
We're getting there. 1 week closer to having Kern almost coming last again.
Relax. It was only 3 years in a row. Relax.
Man. Anyways, alrighty. Well, Kern.
Big dog.
See you next week during draft week. Stay golden.
Be easy, y'all.
See you next week as we take on the North. Peace out.
Peace.